Welcome back to LGW, the Cricket Pulse. It's Saturday morning. The IPL is officially in fifth gear, and our studio is finally back to a full house. Our superstar Nayantara is back.
It feels right again, George. It feels right again. And more importantly, the luggage has landed. Welcome back,
Oh,
Will. Welcome back.
how many kilograms of banana chips and halwa do we have? How much did you smuggle? Well,
Well. Glad to be back and lovely to see these smiling folks. I've been catching up on a few of these episodes, but haven't had that chance. But let me come to the point. I have gained roughly about 2.5 kilos compared to last year. That's a big progress. 40% of parotas in my tummy and 60% of jet lag. So if I'm blabbering and go in a tangent, don't hold me back. Let me just complete the whole sentence.
sorry, we'll manage that in the edits.
Well. I think you've timed your return perfectly. We've just seen a proper high-scoring thriller at Baraspara Stadium yesterday. Let's drive straight into the actual carnage from last night.
Well, what can I say? Not the happiest outcome, but you can't help but sit back and just admire the 15-year-old prodigy. What an inning all over again. I don't think there's anything that's going to stop him. It was absolute surgical. It's just impeccable. That's all I can say.
It just wasn't a win, right, George? I think it was more of a statement. Rajasthan Royals have clearly had the upper hand here, 4-0, sitting pretty at the top of the table right now. RCB did manage to put a massive total from where they were after the start of the game, but Royals' chase was really amazing.
It's amazing to see the way Rajasthan has actually evolved. Now, if as a major fan of Rajasthan Royals, the last year, not this year, I don't give a shit about this year. But the way that things have moved on, I feel there was so much from Dravid to now being Jayawardene taking over and changing this whole dynamics. And the wild card entry that we just briefly saw last year, Vaibhavsuryavanshi, he's on a different planet now. He literally sees, when I say a planet, literally he sees every single ball like a planet. That boy can hit all over the park.
He's back. He's back. Well, we missed this.
The bloke, I mean, I still have questions about his age, but who gives a shit when he can hit so hard?
All
Yeah.
right.
So
You bet, Joe. Well, just going back, I think just talking about RCB's innings first, I think to just kind of review that, I think the captain's knock, I think we just can't take away anything from Rajatpatidar. I think with the way he led from the front was amazing. I think a mature innings again, and I think it shows the progress Rajatpatidar has had with RCB, with the mentorship of Kohli, with the likes of Dinesh Karthik, Andy Flower. He's come a long way. So looking at his brilliant 63 or 40 balls, including those 4 towering sixes, definitely got us to a position where we could build that massive total. But then we have to give it to King Kohli, right? What a start. With Phil Sort being out at the very first ball, Kohli just didn't slow down. He showed what he's made of in his class. His early fireworks were absolutely brilliant. 32 of just 16 balls with 7 fours in the 32 was almost all of the runs within that score was definitely a vital start which we needed.
Now, funny you should say Kohli because I thought he was a little on the back foot because I think he started living his life dangerously. Couple of edges. The ball was moving way too much. And I don't fault the batsman for falling prey to that movement off the deck. But in all honesty, what I was impressed was wickets kept tumbling every 2-3 overs, but they still managed to get to 201. And it was impeccable to see that. But the ghost in the attic was exactly what I mentioned in our previous episode. I did have a concern about Bangalore's bowling attack. Bringing in, what's his name? Abhinandan just doesn't make sense. I mean, it was, I think, net practice, absolutely for the opposition. I didn't think he got the line right. I didn't think he was bowling to the field that was set to him. But very ordinary bowling outing. And I honestly think if the only way to curtail Vaibhav at that point in time would have been to bring Krunal Pandya a little earlier. I mean, a lot of mishaps, and I'm sure they've learned from it. And like I said, I have a lot of faith in the RCB backroom. But we have to talk about Vaibhavsuryavanshi, man of the hour.
Yeah, just before that, George, I think just before we jump onto that, I think just quickly, Ravi Bishnoi and Jofra Archer, I think we need to give special mention to those two lads. Jofra Archer, again, his usual antiques in terms of trying to get the opposition rattled with his pace. He did that very first ball. What a beauty of a ball it was to get Phil Salt out. And then again, he came back and he picked up another wicket. And Ravi Bishnoi, Kohli's wicket, absolutely brilliant. What a ball.
Yeah.
Kohli completely played all over it. And I think hats off to Ravi Bishnoi and Jofra Archer for the contributions to their bowling. And I think that rightly fits into where we want to go, as you were saying, George.
Can I add to what George was trying to say? I mean, I absolutely agree with what George was saying about Kohli being on the back foot. I didn't see his usual flair of going after the bowlers, attacking them, but instead he was more about placement. We have to give thanks to Jitesh Sharma as well, because behind the stump, he was absolutely ridiculously, hopelessly bad keeping. He couldn't catch the ball. The ball was swinging all over the directions. When it went on the offside, he was literally somewhere else. And then the leg side where the ball was swinging, the boy couldn't even catch. If he had stopped all of these balls, we would have been shot by nearly 20 runs easily.
You're talking about Dhruv Jurel.
Dhruv Jurel, yes.
Jitesh is our keeper.
Yeah, so Dhruv Jurel, yes. So forgive my...
But he more than made up for it with the bats.
He was...
He was brutal.
Ruthless.
We'll come to that. We'll come to that as well, because the fact that Dhruv Jurel was so terrible at the back of the stump, it meant that we were able to score. We were able to get some decent enough scores. And to Rajat, he batted with some sense. He wasn't going after every single ball. He was doing his part. He was hitting the bad balls. He was not trying to time and hit every good balls as well. Good balls, he was trying to place it, get some runs, and then attacking the bad bowlers, which was good to see. And 68 in that stage of the innings is a good, respectable total. I was personally expecting Romario to come in and actually score a bit more. But then I think I just felt that he threw away his wicket at a very crucial stage. He could have made a massive difference. We would have probably been looking at somewhere down close to about 220, 230, something like that, easily if he was around.
Another trick I think RCB missed. It kind of doesn't make sense. The what do you call that? Impact sub. It didn't make sense to me. Fair play. Venkatesh Iyer did justice in the last couple of overs. But why aren't we playing an in-form Bethel? You have Bethel warming the benches. It just doesn't make sense. Honestly, it just beats me why Bethel. I understand Salt has got a lot of experience. At this point in time, if you look at it from a team's perspective, uh, Bethel is a better pick than Salt any given day to open with Virat Kohli. And if Kohli can actually um, be Kohli and just slow down a bit, I think it's a completely different RCB outfit you're looking at. But hey, I mean, Bethel also can pitch in with the ball, but we need slow bowlers.
Exactly. I think that would have made a difference because again, Venkatesha was taken in as an impact sub. He did his bit with the bat, but then we don't see that he's come back with the bowl. He's not bowled yesterday as well. I think again, George. I think Venkatesh Iyer did his bit with the bat, but again, as you are saying, with Bethel, you'd have had that slow spin option, which would have worked yesterday because they were going at it. I think if they, as you were saying, if they could have got Krunal Pandya and Bethel in to try and slow down the innings, that would have made a big difference as well. So anyway, I think that's something which RCB does need to try and think about because they've got a star amongst them who's still not been given the chance to try and show what he's capable of. So
Question
that being
to you
said, I
both.
think
No, question to you both. Now,
yeah,
Bethel is an absolute cracker of a batsman. He's in an absolute blinder of a form as well. So keeping him on the bench for like the 4 matches, I haven't been following our team quite much because I was surprised when George just mentioned that Bethel hasn't played in this season yet. That just is a question for the whole team itself. Why is he warming the bench? What is the reason? Is he injured? Is he in some sort of a bad phase or something like that? But my question
Nothing.
to you guys is, if Bethel makes if people are going to move him to the team, who goes out?
Salt. It's easy pickings. Salt, because he's in a topsy-turvy form. He's either hit or miss, number one, and he's just contributing with the bat. It's not the same with Bethel. And there's no comparison to the form that each of them are in. Bethel's in a very destructive beast mode
Yeah.
at this point in time. And he's carrying the form from the World Cup.
Yeah.
I just don't understand how you could bench that boy. And he's the only person in the entire IPL roster who can actually give a good run for the money when it comes to Suryavanshi.
Well, 100%. I mean, I think he's got that raw talent, and he can play 360. Unlike Suryavanshi, who goes on the sides and in the front, Bethel can do 360. He can bat left-handed, right-handed. He can do the scoop shots, all sorts of shots. Had it. I mean, I saw him for the first time in the World Cup where he smashed us all over the park. And I was absolutely blown away at the kind of batsman he was. I mean, he was going after Bumrah, for God's sake. And he managed to keep him out and actually score a lot more from Bumrah when every other batsman in the world was trying to stay away from him.
I think it's the temperament that I see that's common between Suryavanshi and Bethel. But I mean, it just beats me. Yeah. Fearless.
I think that rightly gets into the Rajasthan Royals innings, boys, and I think we just can't get enough of this boy. I swear to God, even sitting on the opposition from RR, we just can't sit back and admire this lad. He is absolutely fearless. He's taken Josh Hazelwood on 4-4-4-6. Oh my God. This kid is just I think we're running out of words, adjectives, explicits, whatever we want to call it. I think we're running out of that for this lad. And I think we could hear Harsha Bogle speak in the commentary box saying that out of all the age groups in the world today, across all the nations, one of the most exciting players to watch today is Vaibhavsuryavanshi, and this lad is just amazing. He just took the game away from us, boys. I think what a strike rate, what a go at RCB's bowlers. It was brutal.
You know, one thing that struck me yesterday, because obviously it was RCB and I was actually paying more attention. We know he has no respect whatsoever for any bowler that's opposite to him. We know zero flips given. He'll go at whoever comes. But one thing I noticed is it looks like he's got too much time. It doesn't matter who's bowling. His bat speed, everybody's talking about. But what I observed yesterday is his uncanny ability to switch at the last minute, depending on the ball. I mean, he's switching from, even the direction of shot he's taking, he's switching at the nth minute. And there was this flick to the third man, and I was like, he was gonna swing on the onside, and then he flicked to the third man towards the off, and I was like, how did he do that? And it was so elegantly done. I have no words. I cannot stop admiring this boy, despite it was against RCB. Absolutely fantastic talent, and he has a long career ahead. Bless him.
Yeah,
Like I said, one of the biggest combinations I want to see in Indian team is Suryavanshi and Raghuvanshi. That will be a combination to watch out for.
Honestly speaking, Suryavanshi, I saw him play last year and he was brilliant. And this year, if I'm not wrong, I think he's probably crossed well over 300 runs already in about 4
4
innings that
games.
he played. And you can only imagine the boy has he's got no second thought about what's going to happen to his career. He's just literally enjoying, like a
Yeah,
kid who's just out there. I mean, imagine you and us playing in that age. We're not worried about how we're going to perform, whether we're going to get the chance tomorrow or not. We just go out there and play ourselves. As much fun we can have, it. And
mate,
this
that
boy
is
is
gully
exactly,
cricket.
yeah.
This guy is 15.
This
He's
guy is
cleaning
15.
the
Yes,
clocks out of all the bowlers in the world. And
The
I'm
I
like,
mean
best bowlers, the
he's not giving any merit to anyone. Actually, he doesn't care. I'm facing Bumrahs. I'm facing
yeah,
Hazelwood. He thinks that he's the next door guy or the next street guy coming to bowl at him. The thing that I've observed about Suryavanshi, his bottom hand is absolutely brutal. And coming to the point where George mentioned about changing the last minute shot, I saw one of the shots where I felt he was going towards the covers. And in fact, at the very last minute, the bat just turned slightly and it went straight past the bowler.
it's
And one of the shots, I was
crazy.
like, how is he able to do it? And I could see one of the shots, resemblance of Samson during the World Cup, where his shot, Samson is almost every time hitting straight. There's one ball you cannot hit straight, but he managed to turn the bat. Like, the tennis players actually play the shots. He played one of the fast bowlers exactly the same way. And I could see Suryavanshi do the exact same thing. This guy is an absolute raw talent and he's got brute
Can,
force, I can tell you
can
that.
I be honest? I think I disagree with the parallel, because I was actually reminded of someone else when I saw that wrist work. It was Mohammad Azharuddin. That wrist work was absolute vintage Mohammad Azharuddin. And he is one of my most favorite batsmen that India has ever produced. But it was just, again, I'm in awe, and we are all in awe. The bloody whole world is in awe. We can't talk enough about this kid. All we can say is enjoy. It's just privileged to,
watch
watch
him
this
bat.
kid
Can I add
ply
a
his
word
trade.
of caution to his talent? Because we get talent, we get breakout talents every season, every time. I just hope we don't, take him to the stratosphere and then leave him there and then he does a free fall. Preserve this talent. Make
Yeah.
sure that this guy gets enough rest a little bit, but also gets exposed to all the formats for an Indian team. Don't just focus on stardom in IPL. It's easy to get carried away. I know an individual who played for Mumbai. I can't remember his name, but
Prithvi
that
Shaw.
was
Prithvi Shaw.
Prithvi Shaw. He just
Wh-
disappeared. So let's not give
No,
him
see,
so much. Yeah,
I think.
hold him
Well, I
tight.
mean, we discussed this in a few episodes ago when you were busy stuffing your face in Kerala.
Don't blame me for that. I was doing. I booked the tickets,
Yeah.
doing exactly the same thing.
Okay. But that's a tinge of jealousy from us. So don't worry. But in
I
saying
can
that,
see that. I can see
uh,
that.
what we were talking about was how the difference with Suryavanshi is his upbringing is completely different, and his dad is fully involved in his career, and the kid is extremely grounded. Number two, a lot of credit goes to how Rahul Dravid had managed him and set the foundation for him, and I think he's on a trajectory, and he is one of his biggest idols is um, Mahendra Singh Dhoni and Brian Lara, and he's modeled his game and his attitude outside the field on these people, and I think the whole family, what do you say, cushion that he has, as well as the support staff cushion, they're taking good care of him, and I really am impressed how the kid's mentality is.
Yeah.
But
So,
yeah,
and
I'm pretty
lads,
sure
I
he's
think
going to come good.
we can keep talking of Vaibhavsuryavanshi for the entire day, boys. But then I think we'll have to
I know.
move forward, and I think we
No.
we
Before you
do
move
have to
on,
speak up.
before you
Yeah,
move on, I have
we
to
will,
add
right?
it. I have to add it because you see,
Yes,
Vaibhav is really good in his techniques, the way he plays. He's got the brute force and everything. The only thing that I feel is he needs to watch out is to take care of his fitness level. He doesn't look like an average 15-year-old. I feel that he's on a different kind of a diet, and I think he's probably eating a lot of junks as well. Maybe one of those reasons. I think he needs to, trim down, make sure he eats proper food, maintain his health. That's the only thing that I would like him to change. Other than that, this boy has got every other talent. So yeah,
I think the
Totally,
food is
totally.
he's
well done to
eating
him.
is showing up in his shorts
Yeah.
pretty well.
That being
So
said, I
yeah,
think we'll have to go forward, lads, and I think we'll have to speak about Dhruv Jurel. I think as as a beautiful batsman who stood there from start to finish after Jaiswal got out, he was there from that point until the end of the innings, which was amazing. And I think he upped the ante in the middle. He settled down later. He played the mature knock, trying to get the runs moving around, ticking in the middle overs, and then he finished in the last over. So I think absolutely sensational. 81 of 43, and as Rels was saying, he did give a runs behind the stumps, but then he made that up right away with his bat with a beautiful knock. And I think that was crucial for them because I think the wickets were tumbling on the other side, and RCB had a sneak to try and get a win because they were cutting down the runs. They got the crucial wickets, but I think he stood there and he steadied the ship, and I think he got them over. So absolutely fantastic, Dhruv Jurel. I think you're showing what you're really made of, boy.
no, to be honest, that was very important as well. You know why? A couple of wickets down, and they didn't have specialist batsmen left. But as far as we're talking about Dhruv Jurel, you have to understand the support on the other end by our very own Jaddu Bhai, Jadeja. Like I said, he's a game winner. The man can turn any game into Rajasthan's,
Same
side.
here.
Whether it's with the ball, the field, or the bat, and you can see the his presence there was an extremely calming factor for Drew, as well as also a very mature mentor sort of a thing. They kept talking, they kept running between the wickets, and they kept the pressure on RCB players. As much as it was breaking my heart, you have to say, I mean, RR were clearly the better team on the day.
100%.
I would say, I mean, looking at this Rajasthan team, I think it's the key factor is the coach coming back into the side, and what a massive difference that is made from last year. The fact that yes, Dravid was involved in scouting the talent such as Suryavanshi, But I think the massive difference that is made is bringing Mahela Jayawardene to coach the team. And that's made a massive difference because psychologically that team is now starting to perform at the same level that he probably played when he was playing for Sri Lanka. So that's massive thing. And also the team has got absolute brilliant talents everywhere. And it's easy for the whole world to actually focus on Suryavanshi alone. When you focus on him, there are other talents that we miss out, like Dhruv Jurai. Even though he was absolutely pathetic behind the wicket, he was still good with the batting. So he scored about, what, I don't know, 80 odd runs.
Yep.
And I mean, you can imagine the talent such as Jaiswal is on the top, and you've got Suryavanshi. And then if these guys can't score, Dhruv Jurai comes in. The only person that hasn't scored a lot is the captain himself, Rian Parag. The man with absolutely no smile on his face. The only time he smiles is when Sanju Samson gets out. I don't know absolutely why he's. So you can sense where that thing goes. But hey,
what an
honestly
absurd observation!
No, I could see the celebration on his face. I mean, I have to give it to him because that man was eyeing for that captain position for God knows at least about 2 years, I think.
Yeah, but he's justified it as well. He's a fantastic leader.
Yeah.
I was going to say, not to take away any points for leadership, because Rian is absolutely great as a captain.
He used the bowlers well. He used the bowlers well yesterday, because I think that was very critical of him when even RCB were having a go at the bowlers. He kind of swapped the bowlers around because, and again, I think that's their lineup, right? They've got and I think they've got a good lineup of bowlers if you look at it as well. Jofra Archer, Nandraberger, Sandeep Sharma, Bishnoi, Jadeja. You've got really 5 amazing bowlers, and even Brijesh Sharma, who did pick a couple of wickets yesterday.
You're forgetting Sandeep Sharma. Sandeep Sharma.
No, I did say Sandeep Sharma.
He did say
sorry,
that.
I don't know. I didn't catch that. But Sandeep
the
Sharma.
Food.
Yeah. He's been so good. He's playing, he's doing his game awareness is fantastic as well. So all kudos to him. I mean, I feel personally, for me, it's got to be Mahila's involvement and Jaddu coming into the foray, and he's actually now on a vengeance to perform really well and showed to the Chennai guys that what you're losing out
what
by
you missed out on.
him. Yeah,
definitely. I think finally, to wrap up the game yesterday, I think Krunal Pandya, I think from RCB side, very, very good bowling. Again, very tactical. I think he is that sneaky cricketer who kind of brings in variations, and he knows what to. And it was funny to hear our commentators say this. Where have you seen spinners bowl bouncers who used up 2 of their bouncers in an over? Even fast bowlers don't try and do that today. You've got a spinner who's bowled us 2 for an over in one single over. But I think that's how we got the wickets as well, right? He got Hetmeyer, the very first ball, where he bowled a bouncer at him, and Hetmeyer tried to scoop it, and then it was right into the arms of who was it?
Kohli.
No, not Kohli. Fast bowler. Hazelwood. Hazelwood took the catch.
Hazelwood. Yes.
So I think we have to give credit to him, and I think, as George was saying, he should have got him earlier when they were going at our fast bowlers, because that boy loves pace. Krunal could have made a difference, and we could have cut the runs a little earlier. Anyway, that's been said and done. I think a game to learn for RCB, and I think take it in the chin. And I think if we were the old RCB, it was different. But then we are the new RCB right now, and I think this win is not going to take us down anywhere. I think it's just something which we just forget and just move on. I think I would say that would be it, lads.
We don't have to wait long. There's one tomorrow, and it's a blockbuster one. So, but that being said, I just want to give credit to the Pandya genes. Some genes that both of them turned out to be exceptional cricketers in their own right.
Yeah, true.
Moving on.
So on to today's doubleheader, boys. Doubleheader today. Massive day again. We've got two
Yes.
big games. The first one is between Punjab Kings and Sunrisers Hyderabad, which is going to be a cracker of an innings, followed by CSK versus Delhi Capitals at Chepauk. So who wants to take with the first game lead, boys? Will, do you want to have a go at the first game? Oh, you want to do it, George?
I'll do it. I mean, I'm going with my second favorite team, Punjab. I'm calling the game for them because much more balanced, much better, stable team, great bowling, great batting lineup, and an amazing, amazing, amazing captain. So I'm calling it for Punjab. Um, I mean, let's see what Will has to say.
Well, I haven't been following a lot of IPL this year. So if I were to go back to my last year, and I would want to see Sunrise come to the top, and I would like to see our Abhishek and Head going against all of the bowlers. If these two guys can actually stand there and score 100+ run in just about 4 or 5 overs, the game is on now, mate. Everything changes after that. So I'm going with Sunrise.
Okay. And in terms of domination, I think head-to-head stats, Will, you are right there. Sunrisers dominates 17-7, but Punjab Kings have come unbeaten in the last two games, two wins and one no result. And again, the pitch is a batting paradise, so definitely expect the ball to fly. And both the sides have got star power in terms of the players and also the way they bat. And again, for Punjab, George, Priyansh Arya has been brilliant. Cooper Conley has been brilliant.
Cooper, yeah.
Super Cooper. So I think they are in red hot form. But again, as always, keep an eye out for Arshdeep Singh, who's just 3 wickets away from 100 IPL wickets. So that's Punjab.
Look, all said and done, the point is that Sunrisers are at the sunsetters mode right now. So all the history.
Don't steal my thunder now.
No, that's the truth. The fact is, history doesn't matter at this point in time because the form and the balance that Punjab is carrying and the leadership that Punjab is carrying is really, I would say, like I said before, the two teams that Bangalore should watch out for, Punjab and RR. And at this point in time, the top two teams, most balanced on paper and by performance in my books, is Punjab and Rajasthan Royals. Of course, RCB is there, but my concern is their bowling. So all said and done, SRH is doing absolutely poorly. They have to get their batting order right, which for some reason they can't seem to fix. And as much as Arshdeep has a bad record versus what's his name, Abhishek Sharma. He does have a bad record, but I think at this point in time, Arshdeep and the entire bowling lineup that Punjab has, and plus don't forget Chahal is in the mix as well. So I would not bet even a penny on SRH.
Yeah, so I think for me, I think SRH is only going to be left. I think it's similar to what we were talking about RCB, the bowling unit, right? I think if SRH can fix their bowling, I think the game is theirs because their batting is solid. Their top order is absolutely solid, George. So I think I'm going with Will on this one. And let's see what's going to happen today again. But I'm going with Will. I want to say SRH today against Punjab Kings, and that's my prediction.
Yeah, I'm sticking to Punjab. I think Punjab's flying high. Urta Punjab.
Okay. So let's go to the next game then. CSK versus Delhi Capitals. Again, a big game. The story is it's in Chepauk, and the story is CSK is 0-3. They haven't won a game this season yet, which is unlike CSK.
But Dhoni is back.
Is he?
Yes. So
Oh,
yesterday, just before the game, they were showing Dhoni back in practice, uh, sweating real hard. He had his personal trainer with him, and he's looking top notch. He looks younger even.
then that's going to be interesting then, because I think they lacked his experience in the
Presence,
team and presence in
his
the team.
brain.
Yeah, exactly. So I think it's going to be an interesting game then, because I think in terms of batting performances, I think Sarfaraz has been one of their stars right now this
Consistent.
year. Gaikwad does need a big one. We need Sanju to click. I think Sanju needs this big innings, and I'm hoping it's going to be against DC today, uh, because our boy we can't keep our boy away for a long time, right? He's had 3 innings. He's had 3 failed innings at the minute right now, but then he's not going to be away for long. And I think that you can see that from the World Cup. You can see that from how his performances has been for the Indian team. So I'm hoping and I'm praying that today is going to be the day where Sanju is going to make sure he proves that he's made the right move and he's going to make us win this game, or CSK win the game today.
Well, Sanju always reminds me of one of those characters where every time, everyone expects him to play, but he'll just say, no, wait. And then he comes out and then he blasts everywhere. And then he does the same thing for a series of another 3-4 innings. And then everyone starts praising him. So Sanju is well overdue. I think he's just finding his feet within the CSK unit. And also, if I were to sit in Sanju's mind right now, I would be even looking at RR and looking at how they are performing. And that single team, and he's been part of that team so well. So it's all the more for him to come back and show how good he is. And let's not give him too much pressure as well. I'm pretty sure he's going to play the entire season. He's not going to sit out for any of the games. I'm pretty sure he'll come good. But the only factor that I'm concerned right now is how good is CSK's captain?
Exactly. That is the question, and that is the biggest question. And honest to God, my only point that I had to say about Chennai is extremely ordinary captain. He's
Captain, yeah.
not captain material. He's a good batsman, and I give him credit for that. And I really think he should concentrate on his batting and give up leadership. It's not his cup of tea. Leadership, I honestly believe, should either stay with Dhoni,
Yeah,
or his prodigy and somebody who has his same characteristics as a leader, Sanju Samson. Under Rituraj, I doubt Sanju Samson will play well. It simply is not working. If
yeah,
Dhoni comes into the mix, I do see Sanju getting a lot more confident. He is a confidence player. Okay. So once he's confident and he gets going, he's hard to stop. That's everybody's seen it. We know what the talent is, etc. But that being said, I don't think he has a lot of um, trust and confidence in the captain and the way the rest of the team is, because it's an awful team on paper. There's barely anyone that you can count on. The only difference is Sarfaraz. He's somebody who's Mr. Dependable in Chennai right now. And the way he's playing and middling it, boy, oh boy, is a treat to watch.
Yeah, and I think we can't forget about Ayush Matre as well, George. I think we were talking about that lad a
One
few days
game.
ago. Yeah,
It's
I
just
think
one
he's going to
game.
be consistent. I think he's going to be consistent. Hopefully, we'll see him
See,
play
the thing
again.
is, if the captaincy is switched from Gaikwad to Samson, Samson has a little bit of a talent to extract more from the younger players. So Aish Matre can actually come out and probably emulate his style of batting, on bring in his flares and everything. So I think this team, CSK, if it needs to come out, Dhoni should be like a vice captain. Samson should be like the captain and lead it from the front. They have to fix it right now and not leave it
They
for
should
the
not wait for
entire
too long.
season. Yeah.
Yeah, no,
And
totally agree.
of course, Gaikwad has got his 2 seasons already under his belt, and the facts and stats speaks for itself. and how well they've fared over this period. So it's
And
time for a quick change. This is a franchisee cricket. It's nothing to do with any emotions. It's about bringing the crowd in and satisfying them with more wins. And if you want to maintain that, you need to make rapid changes.
agree. And I think that being said, I think we also have to talk about DC. Samir Rizvi, the X Factor, the boy has been amazing. 2 player of the matches. Last game was a blip, went out for a duck, but then that doesn't say anything about his talent. So I think definitely a player to watch out for in the DC camp. Again, we've got KL Rahul back in form, 92 last game. They lost by a run, which was sadly a David Miller
That was
goof up.
hopeless, I would say. That
No,
was
I know
that was a-
David
terrible.
Miller's stupidity. That was.
Yeah.
They
Why
had
wouldn't
the
you go
game
for
in
a
the
second
kitty.
run? There's nothing to lose. Yeah.
Exactly. But that being said, I think we got Pathum Nisanka, who's in form again. He was good last game.
Brilliant.
So I think Akshay Patel, the all-round and captain. They've got Kuldeep Yadav, Ngidi, Tristan Stubbs. So I think it's a perfectly rounded team as well. DC. So
I have a bone to pick with them though. You can play whoever you want, whatever you do. Bring that boy Akib Nabidar.
Nabidar. Yes.
You bring that
Yes.
boy and the entire bloody game changes. Because he is your X factor. He's your trump card. He is the one guy who can change the entire bowling and in fact put DC in line with RR and Punjab. My mind boggles why they're not playing him.
I think it's a similar thing with we have boggled about RCB and Jacob Butler, right? I think it's a similar thing with it's a similar thing with here as well, and similar thing with LSG's Pooran not playing at number 3,
Pooran not
Rishabh
playing
Pant is
at
playing
number
number 2.
3. Yeah,
It baffles.
it just
Exactly, George, and I think fingers crossed, just one game, give the lad a game, let him just perform. It's hard. Anyways, any more for the DC and let's look at the predictions, boys. I think for me, DC CSK, I'm going with CSK today because I want them to have a win on the board. If Dhoni is back, then definitely I'm going for CSK today. George, you will, and after that,
I'm sticking to DC, and I really want DC to please, for the love of God, play Akib Nabidar, and if you do that, the game's in your kitty.
Well, I think
Will?
it's more. This game is more about KL Rahul and Samson. Samson versus KL Rahul. This now goes on to the center stage and becomes like who gets picked on what side towards the end of this tournament. But coming to this particular game, now that my boy is actually moved to CSK, I will support CSK regardless of who's actually playing and what strong team it is. So for me, the next time you ask me these questions, the answer is always going to be CSK. I want to see. I mean, I'm a blind follower of Samson.
All right. Here's the question.
The only time.
Okay, go
let me
on.
finish this. The only time I have felt so passionate about a single player was when Sachin was playing, regardless of any tournament. So for me, this guy holds the trump card for the whole entire season for CSK. And possibly, if they make the right move, they could be in for the 7th trophy as well. So there you go.
Okay, my
I said it.
question then. So
Yeah.
CSK versus RCB, who you calling?
Oh, no, you bullshit. I won't answer that question now.
Oh, come on. That's a fair question.
That
CSK
game is
versus
still not on.
RCB.
When it's on, I'll come to that one. Right now, no.
No. That's a fair question. CSK versus RCB. Who do you choose?
Yeah, that's always RCB, mate. That's always
good.
RCB.
That's my boy.
That's
good.
You can't come out of RCB. You see.
Oh,
I want
exactly.
Samson to perform, but at the same time, Samson, step aside, mate. We want to win that game.
Okay.
Good.
That's good to know.
No.
So yeah, amazing. That's we're all on the same page, boys. I think our love for RCB can never go away, and I think that's gonna stay. Whatever happens, whoever comes and whoever goes away, I think that love which Kohli has got for us for that team is immense, and I think he's
To
set
be
that.
honest, Kohli or not, RCB.
Yeah, RCB is
always
always there, mate.
Always.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Good. I
you
think,
can see from this tournament right now. I mean, it's more it's less about Kohli right now. That's personally I feel now that he's lifted that trophy, that big burden has been lifted. So it's now switching slowly away from Kohli and becoming an RCB as an absolute brand itself.
No, RCB has always been a brand by itself. It's never dependent on Kohli, ABD, or Gale. In fact, Kohli, ABD, and Gale are because of RCB. ABD wasn't, and Gale played in other teams as well, but they became known as what they are because of RCB. So it is RCB and then anybody else, even Kohli. I mean, Kohli is my all-time favorite, but still RCB number one any day.
Yeah.
But that being said, I know we're running late. Come on, that's all from us. I want to call it a day. And Will, please go get some sleep. Loy, you and I are going to raid his fridge. That's me saying.
Hope you find something there. I can't promise you that. It's probably in my tummy last night. I finished everything.
You couldn't have emptied the entire bloody suitcase, mate.
There's tons of other food. Feel free to jump in and have whatever you want to. Yeah, folks out there, it's glad to be back as always, to be amongst your best mates, talking about the things that we love the most, cricket. So
it's
glad
great to have you back, my glutton friend.
It's exactly. Typical Will. Again, good to see the banter as usual and the funny side of things, Will. So see you all tonight for the double-headed review. Until then, it's ciao.
Adios.
And see you later, boys.